Welcome back to Lily's crafting videos, and in today's video, I'm going to redesign Scraptrap, one of the worst designs in FNAF. I know there's some people who like him, but he could really use a redesign, so that's what I'm here to do today. So let's just get into it. First, I start with the head, which I unfortunately made off camera, so you don't get to see that. So I wanted it to be as different from Scraptrap's actual head as possible. So I made it basically just spring traps with a loose jaw with sharp teeth. But it's still an improvement. The thing about Scraptrap is he didn't need to be overly different from Springtrap. A lot of people are saying that Scraptrap is supposed to look different from Springtrap, but he doesn't have to be. And Springtrap has an overall better design, so I wanted to go for that. I wanted him to look like actually look like a further decayed Springtrap, like the idea was originally supposed to be. I also gave him black eyes because that looks cool, and he only has one eye that's glowing because it looks cool. Now I'm going on to the arms. What I liked about the original was the arms. He had cool claws and a missing arm, and I thought those were both really cool concepts, so I gave him both of that. Also, I wanted the withering to be somewhat consistent with Burn Trap, so that he could actually evolve next into Burn Trap, but I didn't want to go too far with that by not having the missing arm, because it's cool. I gave him wires, and I also replaced this bone spike on his arm with a knife, because that's more intimidating. You can't stab someone with a bone spike, but a knife, that's more intimidating. He's also missing the suit on his pelvis because Dark Springtrap is, and I also want him to be consistent with Dark Springtrap. Also, he doesn't have any suit on his feet because Springtrap doesn't, and Scraptrap did for some reason, and that was weird. I also gave him a little endoskeleton bit from Scrap Baby. So the part we're at now is after I was originally done with it, I decided that he needed bones. So I gave him bones. I used texture from Scraptrap's actual bones to give them to him. The main bones that I was making were the rib cage and pelvis because the ones of the actual Scraptrap were not even close to anatomically correct, and Springtrap didn't have bones. Don't know why, he probably should have, but I gave him bones this time. At this point, I was basically satisfied with the design, but then someone told me that I should make it look burned, so I did. I looked up burned fur texture and just put it on here, because he was burned previously, so now he's done. Let's compare the two. Here's the original design. Everything is fine except for the head, and he's inconsistent with Springtrap. 7 out of 10. Just for the head. Now it's the time to reveal our finished product. Drum roll, please. And here's my finished redesign. Better head shape, more consistent with Springtrap, fixed basically all the problems that the original Scraptrap had. Though there might be some problems with this design, I still really like it. I'm also going to be using it every time I animate Scraptrap, so yeah. I'd give my design a 9 out of 10, because I'm not a narcissist. I'm not going to give everything I make a 10 out of 10. He's not perfect, but I still like him more than the original. So that's all for this video. Bye!